Michael Crosby, who's very sadly no longer with us, was the headmaster then. He taught me GCSE history and would sometimes jump on the tables and contort himself to convey how human stories were never straightforward, that there was always an unexpected twist in the tale. There were some surprising moments for me too. I once played Jesus in a school production of the Mystery Plays and had to get my own cross fitted in the design technology studio. In my final year, before I left in 2002, I was made senior prefect. It had been, at that time, I think 5 years since a girl had been chosen. And I remember not really understanding why that in itself was a big deal. I was proud, of course, but I didn't really understand or appreciate what these markers meant. I'm afraid the Spice Girls couldn't really back up their ideas about girl power with any detail like the importance of role models and representation. This is the 40th anniversary of Asheville being a co-ed school, which means that girls had actually only been on site for 10 years when I joined. No wonder there'd not been that many female senior prefects. In my era, feminism to us was a word from the past. We felt we didn't really need it. I had the absolute expectation of gender equality, and kudos to Asheville for embedding that. But it hadn't yet occurred to me that I might be one of the first generations to expect that I was going to be treated equally. I didn't know that this was not reflected in the fabric of our society, and that was only something I began to learn much later. It's still true that men are on average paid more than women for doing the same role. Men are still more likely to hold senior positions in business and government. Women still bear the majority of caring burdens and are trapped by relentless beauty ideals. This is perhaps where our generation differed significantly from yours. It's really only in the last decade that feminism has become a mainstream concern once again, and I'm amazed by how articulate young people are about these vital issues. It gives me an enormous amount of hope. I'm grateful to have been one of the few senior prefects and to have been able to take that for granted. It was a powerful moment for me, and I doubt I'd be the person I am without that vote of confidence. The fact that some of you have been awarded prizes today is an expression of faith in your ability, and that's a very, very special thing. But regardless of prizes and prefect badges, Asheville was a safe and nurturing space in which to grow. It wasn't perfect by any means, but the teachers were remarkable people. I had a drama teacher, Jo Normanshire, who brought a dynamic and wild energy to our lessons, and she had such an ambitious attitude for us. She could see no reason why we shouldn't be able to write essays on Stanislavski and perform to traditional Greek plays, and of course there could be a female Jesus. She sparked a love of theatre and ideas in me that had a huge impact on my life. And I imagine there are teachers here who have done or will do the same for you. Teachers, and I'm not just saying that because my incredible mother and Mr. B are teachers, but they are some of the most undervalued people in our society. My teachers at Asheville were experts and did their best to ensure we had a well-rounded education. My close friends from school, who I am still in touch with regularly, which perhaps says a lot, have all forged fascinating and different lives. One is a fashion stylist who runs her own business. One's a Google HR executive. One values properties for pension funds. One just recorded an album with Nick Rhodes from Duran Duran. One is a barrister specialising in family law. One is an artist who works on the fringes of arts and science.